What is up, Mama Buttercup? My name is Joey Tekiko, your laughing little kiddo from 2BS Management. Over the quarantine, I have had the pleasure, the luxury to be able to pursue and really get back into the passions and the things that am passionate about. And one of the things that I have been able to get into lately is my love and passion for food. And that brings me to my project for today, where I will be showing you one of my family recipes that have been passed on from my great lolo. Why, you may be asking, why food? Well, food is something my family is super duper passionate about and really loves and really values. And like over anything, I think it's the biggest thing we spend on. And I guess that kind of tells how much we really do love and value food. Now, I'm going to be talking about to you guys a dish brought from my great lolo on my mother's side. Now, my great lolo, he is from Iloilo, specifically Barota Nueva at Iloilo. Now, his name was Lolo Dang, and his full name was Jose Maria Esposo. Yeah, kind of weird with the Maria, but that was my great lolo's name. And he came from the Esposo Juarez clan. So that also kind of explains my Spanish heritage. So even if he grew up here in Manila, he did visit quite often his province at Barotac Nueva and Iloilo whenever there were fiestas and whenever there were celebrations. So it was really through his experience when he was traveling back from home, he was able to meet with his relatives and be able to also enjoy the local delicacies available in their province. You might be wondering again, why food? Well, food has the power to take you places with the flavors that the dish introduces. And it can really bring you back in time and really trigger memories and allow you to experience what it was like having that dish for the first time. And this bowl of soup that I'm going to show you guys is something that my mom is really fond of, and she was able to eat it from her lola and her titas when they gave it to her, and it was something that their lolas and their titas also gave to them when they were also young. So having or eating this dish really for my mom brings her back to her memories when she was still a young girl. And the dish that I'll be presenting and preparing for you guys today is pancit molo. What? What is pancit molo? I personally have never heard about the dish. But when I found out, fun fact guys, pancit molo, there are no pancit noodles. It's very much like a dumpling soup that you find in an Asian store. And this kind of soup that we'll be preparing today has a really old recipe. And later, I'll be showing you guys how I prepared it and what the ingredients also look like. So I'll be preparing this pancit molo and I'll be taking you guys along with me. So why don't you guys follow me to the kitchen? Alright, so today we're going to start preparing our pancit molo. Now, to be able to prepare the pancit molo, you're going to have to prepare your list of ingredients. So my lola was able to send me the recipe, I don't know if you can see it, but send me the recipe that she's been using whenever she prepares this pancit molo for my mom. And let me just read for you the ingredients. So this is in Filipino, so I'm not really good at Filipino. So just hear it out from me, and then I'm gonna show you guys how I assembled it. So for pancit molo, we're going to need
For the palaman, we need 1/4 kilong giniling na karne ng baboy, 1/4 kilong hipon tinadtad, 1 maliit na singkamas.
Today we'll be using a potato because we don't have any singkamas, and my lola tends to also use potato.
And na tinadtad na pino, then 1 maliit na carrots tinadtad na pino, and of course 1/2 kutsarang asin, 1/2 kutsarang paminta, 1 itlog, and isang paketeng molo wrapper. And then for the sabaw, we're going to need 2 kutsarang mantika, 3 butil ng bawang tinadtad, isang maliit na sibuyas tinadtad, 1 pitso ng manok nilaga at hinimay, 3 hiwa ng hamon tinadtad, 1/2 tasang binalatang hipon, and 6 na tasa ng sabaw ng manok, asin at paminta tinadtad na sibuyas na mura prinitong bawang. That's 1 ingredient. But yeah, so
I'll be telling you guys now how we assembled it, and then I'll be walking with you how I assembled it. So, first step is paghaluin ang mga sangkap ng palaman maliban sa pambalot. Maglagay ng kaunting palaman sa molo wrapper. Second, balutin ang pagsalabungin ang dalawang dulo para sumara, itabi sa pansamantala. And then the third one is sa isang kaserola, painitin ang mantika at igisa ang bawang at sibuyas. Isama ang manok, hamon at hipon. Ibuhos ang sabaw, pakuluin at saka ihulog ang mga molo. Timplahin ayon sa panlasa. at pakuluin uli. Paghain ay budburan ng sibuyas na mura at pinitong bawang. So that's how we make it. Now I'm gonna show you guys how I made it. Okay, so welcome to my kitchen. So it's kind of messy, but we still Gucci. So right now, I'm going to start the filling of our pancit molo. So before we continue, I would like to get myself some gloves so that we're always super duper clean. Ate, nasan yung gloves? So right now, we're going to add our filling. Make our filling. So right now, I'm going to open our giniling na baboy. And I'm going to add just 1/4 of the kilo. So in our bowl goes 1/4 of the giniling baboy. So giniling baboy. Then we're going to be adding 1/4 of some diced shrimp. So it's not yet cooked. So I'll make sure we boil these well. Then we're going to add our small English na lang grated carrots. So I'm going to add these grated carrots. And then next I'm going to add the potatoes. So this is one small potato. To this I'm going to add 1 egg. Ate, may itlog pa ba tayo? So now I'm going to add 1 egg. The recipe also instructed for 1/2 of a tablespoon of salt and pepper. So I'm just going to, it's an old recipe. So I'm gonna tansya it. I'm not gonna follow it immediately. So I'm just gonna add 1 teaspoon of salt and 1 teaspoon, or half a teaspoon of pepper. Ate yung asin. So now I'm going to add the salt. Put half a teaspoon and 1 teaspoon of the pepper. Anyway, so here's what it looks like before I mix it. So close up view, kind of gross, but let's mix it around. So let's see what it looks like. So this is what it looks like. Turn. Looks like a meatball of sorts. So this is the molo wrapper that we're gonna be using. So this is the molo wrapper, and I'm gonna put filling inside. So now that we've got the molo wrapper, make sure you have a cup of water ready so that you can be able to put water around the molo, to be able to seal the molo wrapper with the filling we're gonna add. So to my hand, I have the molo wrapper, and just a good teaspoonful of the filling. So kind of like making a dumpling. This is what it looks like now, and we're gonna seal it up with water. So now we're going to wet the sides of the molo wrapper, and we're going to seal it. So this is what it should look like. So you just have to make sure that you wrap. This is what it should look like. You can see it. So just make sure that you wrap it up tightly on the sides so that it won't break. So now I'm gonna make a lot of these. I'll see you guys after I finish making all of these molos. It's been some time in the kitchen, but my mom started joining in on the wrapping. So these are just some of the shapes that she's introduced to us. We've gone a long way from the regular fold. So thank you, mommy. Heart. She was even able to remember the times when she was a young girl. When she was still wrapping these when she was a kid, and now we're just wrapping together. So I'll be back once it's done wrapping, and then we'll make the soup. So I've started to saute the soup base as we're already with the molos. This is the same pot I used for the stock, so it's a bit dirty, but it's flavor. So no need to worry. So I'm going to add the onions and the garlic, and I'm gonna saute. So I'm currently making the soup base. I've added the shrimp, the garlic, the onion. So this is what the shrimp looks like. Yeah. We'll make it look pretty later. Don't worry. It's looking good right now, and we will be adding the molos in a bit. So this is what the molos look like. So we've got some variation because I was kind of experimenting, but my mom a while ago, my mom came in and she couldn't help but want to get on the molo wrapping action. So I'm now going to dump these into the boiling water, and we're gonna be letting it simmer until the molos are ready. And the next part I'm gonna show you is what its final product. So I'm gonna add these in now. Alright, so we just finished the molo. I've plated it up. and it's in the bowl now. So this is what it looks like. So here's the side view. I chose a clear bowl so you can see most of it. And this is the actual soup. It's a lot thicker than I expected. It's very much like, I don't know, for the lack of a better description, it kind of looks like a shawmai or like a dumpling. It's quite thick also, so let me give it a try. It's really good. I made the broth out of scratch, so I wasn't using any nor cubes, and it's really good. The flavor is quite unique. It's not something like I've tried before. Let's try the molo. I call it a molo. I'm not super sure what exactly you call this, but the dumpling. So let's try it. But it's really good. It's really good. I'm happy. This kind of took a lot more time than I expected, but I'm really happy. I had my mom taste it before I started trying it, and man, if I could only describe the look on her face. I saw her dancing right after she tried it. It kind of really brought her. She even made kwento about when she was trying it, like how when she was a kid and she would kind of barge in the kitchen and try to see her titas make the actual molos. And she'd always be kicked out because she couldn't make them. But she was able to remember the times that when she was also coming to parties and different fiestas and seeing this pancit molo. She was super duper excited to be able to capture the taste from the recipe that my lola gave. And definitely something you guys should try too. So that's from me in the kitchen. Time to put you guys back into my living room. And that is how you make pancit molo. I hope you guys were able to follow me with this recipe, and you guys also were able to enjoy watching me recreate this recipe. And hopefully it's something you might also want to try out at home. But really just to be able to drive the point home, how I make Philippine history relevant to me through food is because through the food, I'm able to unlock the memories and the experiences and the emotions that my relatives were able to experience and were able to have when they were kids. And me personally, I never really got to remember meeting my great Lola. But I remember my mom's story while I was giving her this, that my great Lola was very fond of me and my twin brother. And he would love to eat grapes he would love to feed us peeled grapes. And I couldn't even recall that memory. I was like 2 years old. I was around 3 when he passed. But it's really through food I was able to get to reconnect with my family's history, and in a way get to see the journeys and how this recipe and many other recipes my family has passed on to be relevant, in a way not forgotten. And for me, being able to just reminisce and experience the emotions and what they felt like through the dish kind of allows me to connect with them on a deeper, or in a way spiritual level, getting to their hearts through their stomachs. And I can't wait, honestly, to be able to explore more of my family's food history. And personally, if you ask me, I don't yet have much of a memory to associate this dish with. But I can't wait for the day that I'll be able to share this recipe with my kid or even my grandkids. And I'll be able to look back and realize that, hey, I looked up this recipe because of my history project in college. And I'm gonna be sharing the memory that I shared with my mom as she shared about her childhood. And there's just so much rich, vivid history I'll be able to impart with my soon-to-be kids. And I can't wait for that day. And this is a wonderful privilege to be able to do so. And I hope many other people also try to look into their food history to be able to see the richness in their family's culture, and how they can also see their family history and relate it to Philippine history. So with that, thank you so much, ma'am. If you like this video, give it an A. If you didn't, maybe a B+. But this was really a joy of a project. And the liberty, honestly, I just wish we had a lot more projects like this where you give us so much liberty to be able to explore. So thank you so much. God bless.